At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the
You are not a prescription or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Take advantage of Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning's Fall Startup Special. From now until December 31st, you can get a complete check on your heating system for just $79. Right now is the perfect time to let our expert technicians check the efficiency, reliability, and safety of your heating system. So call today for our $79 Fall Startup Special. We'll ensure you stay warm and relaxed all winter long. Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Get it done right, right now.
If you build it, they will come.
Since 2008, the Anna ISD Education Foundation has worked in partnership with the school board and the school district staff to help further opportunities for Anna ISD students. We are a 501(c) not-for-profit corporation chartered to enhance and invest in educational excellence in the Anna Independent School District. Our programs include grants for great ideas for teachers and principals, and continuing education scholarships for teachers and students. These activities are made possible through generous donations from corporate partners, parents, AISD employees, private grants, and community organizations. Please visit our website at annaisd.org to find out how you can support the Anna Education Foundation.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit. Peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Take advantage of Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning's Fall Startup Special. From now until December 31st, you can get a complete check on your heating system for just $79. Right now is the perfect time to let our expert technicians check the efficiency, reliability, and safety of your heating system. So call today for our $79 Fall Startup Special. We'll ensure you stay warm and relaxed all winter long. Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Get it done right, right now.
If you build it, they will come.
Since
welcome everybody inside the Coyote Den. Thank you for tuning over. We'd like to sincerely apologize about the ending of the girls' game. The girls won that game by 4 after 2 clutch free throws by Ayanna Cooper. The girls beat Walnut Grove 38-34 and have all but secured their spot in the playoffs. Nash Lowry here with you this evening as the scoring, is off to a blazing start after an immediate score by R.J. Gardner. So happy to have you here with us this evening. It's the third place Walnut Grove Wildcats here in the Coyote Den going up against Anna. Anna, of course, is in a particularly prickly spot, standing 5th in district. They are about 2 games behind Denison. Denison currently has a 6-4 record. So Anna might not have too much to gain in this game, but Walnut Grove all but needs to win this game. Winning this game for Walnut Grove pushes them to being tied for first in the district. And boy, do they have all of the talent to do it. The starting lineup for Walnut Grove, as a rebound grab there by Caleb Smith. Starting lineup for Walnut Grove: Byron Scott Jr., wearing number 3, guarding the ball right now. Chase Brooks, wearing number 4, who is currently boxing out Lamine Foon on the rebound. Just grabbing the rebound is Atkinson Reeves, wearing number 21. As I mentioned, Chase Brooks bringing the ball up. Parker Evanson, wearing number 15. He's in the far corner. And in this close corner, right next to Byron Scott Jr., is number 23, Mason Ward, the starting 5 for Walnut Grove. On the Anna side of things, Jalen Pfeiffer and his Anthony Edwards ones guarding the ball. Caleb Smith now guarding the ball. R.J. Gardner now picks it up on the baseline. Turnover by Caleb Smith. Chasing down with him is Lamine Foon, and finally bringing up the back of the pack is the ever-efficient, ever-point guard playing Carson Jones. So the starting 5 for both teams. Carson Jones with a phenomenal assist to turnover ratio of 1.4. So Carson Jones plays point guard the traditional way. There's a wing 3 taken and scored by Mason Ward early. R.J. Gardner driving to the hoop. He took a contested shot, and he took a high-arcing shot over, not necessarily over the backboard, but definitely outside of the rebound square, and that one goes down. So these teams making their last 2 shots evenly. Foon jumped up to contest. Now it's Gardner and Jones chasing down. Gardner takes it himself, splitting 2 Wildcats, and that ball travels out of bounds, and the foot of R.J. Gardner was down on the baseline right as that play happened. So possession goes to Walnut Grove. So Walnut Grove on the season has been all but spectacular. They have a current record of 23-9. Some of their notable wins, they're 8-2 in district. So keep in mind, only having 2 losses in district has them stuck at 3rd. Byron Scott Jr. with the shovel pass over. Lamine Foon meets him right at the summit and sends it back. So Lamine Foon swatting the ball away. And now Gardner up at the top. He takes a shot over Evanson, and Foon grabs the rebound. Nice play. Caleb settles the ball down. Gardner picks it right back up. Turnover. Now going the other way. Atkinson Reeves came up with the steal there. This one is kept alive. Chased down by Chase Brooks. Foon sends it away again on Evanson. Going the other way. Here comes Gardner. Man, look at the ab strength from Ricardo Gardner. Able to finish through contact there. Halfway through this first quarter, and man, we got blazing offense. Settling it down now is Evanson. Atkinson Reeves is currently standing ready to set the pick. He decides not to take it. Foon is underneath and able to work around the stifling tower that is Lamine Foon. Is Parker Evanson, ties this game at 8. Notable wins for Walnut Grove. They started their season off with a 3-game losing streak. So they lost 4 out of their first 6, but since then it's been a rotating cast of 3-game win streak, 4-game win streak, 3-game win streak, 7-game win streak, They won against Anna on the 7th, so both the girl and the boys teams won against Anna when it comes to Walnut Grove. Lamine Foon getting the nice dish inside gets them into double digits. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. So these two teams played on January 7th. 3 made from outside. Parker Evanson, his second 3 of the night. So 6 of the team's 11 points belong to Parker Evanson. He leads the team in scoring right now. Gardner leads this Anna Coyote team in scoring. Makes a no-look pass to Jones on the baseline. Tried to hand it off to Foon, and a tentative but successful finish underneath the basket from Atkinson Reeves goes down. So yeah, you saw how Reeves kind of shriveled up a little bit as he was going in for the finish, but nevertheless, it did go in the hoop. Foon was not able to recover in time. Gardner having to show off some footwork just to get around the defensive perimeter defense of Chase Brooks. Stepping inside, Carson Jones was not fouled on that shot. Foon tried to smack it out away. They're going to get RJ Gardner with a blocking foul, and now we're going to see quite a few substitutions from both of these teams. To start off, Gianni Gutierrez subs into the game for the Coyotes. The 5'10" junior did astounding in the previous game, had clutch free throws, and was able to finish through contact in the game against Sherman just earlier this week. Now into the game for Walnut Grove, you have number 24, Conlon Anderson, who has the ball and is driving on Foon. He shuffles it out to MJ Ellis. And finally up at the top now into the game is Caden Primus. There's the steal from the newly subbed in, I forgot to mention his name, Delmarian Traylor. And 3-ball attempt, nice defense there by Traylor. Smith just too caught up in the two big bodies grabbing that rebound. 3-ball attempt, here's Gutierrez fighting for it. MJ Ellis able to grab that rebound. Heading inside, looked like it clocked the feet of Smith, excuse me. Nice team defense played by the Coyotes, able to stop Walnut Grove in their tracks. So here's Caleb Smith, has the screen from Lamine Foon. He had enough space, and Ellis grabs the rebound. Monte Ellis jumps up, and Lamine Foon went up and got his third block of the quarter. 45 seconds remaining. Away up ahead was the newly added Wesley Trotter, who is now subbed into the game. So Trotter was up ahead on the fast break and was not able to get that ball through. Parker Evanson has 8 points in this first quarter. 2 threes, and that in transition layup 2 for Parker Evanson. He leads the team in scoring right now. Caleb Smith being guarded by Caden Primus, just above 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. A disheveled look from Coach Pfeiffer, as it seems they were trying to run a play before the end of the quarter, and they were not successful, as Wesley Trotter had to produce a shooting foul there right at the end. So that will send Chase Brooks to the line for 2 shots before we break for the fourth quarter. It's been really, really fast-paced action here in the start of this game between the Wildcats and the Coyotes. Nash Lowry in the Coyote Den, thank you for being here with us this evening. It's a very popular game, one of the most popular games here in this district. Winning this game officially secures, I should say, a playoff berth for Walnut Grove if they did not already have it. Ball out of bounds on the Wildcats. So that'll end the first quarter after Caleb Smith launches something. Oh, and it was close, just clunked a little bit over the rim. But there was one timeout and a bunch of scoring. Parker Evanson leads the team in scoring when it comes to Walnut Grove. Lamine Foon with 3 blocks in the first quarter. Coyote Vision action ramping up as we head into the second. shook his hand before the game. Anyway, okay, back here, start of the second quarter. Coyotes have not had too much success outside of the 3-point line. They've had much more of their success in the paint. I will say all of their points have come from inside the paint. I don't think there's been a single three that the Coyotes have scored here so far in the first quarter. On the flip side, Parker Evanson has the 2 threes that have been taken by Walnut Grove. Walnut Grove shooting 2 for 2 on their 3-point attempts, and both of them, like I mentioned, belong to Evanson. There's a nice shot taken from just outside the paint by Lamine Foon that goes down. There's a 6-point scoring differential coming into the second quarter. Pound dribble taken. Nice turnover. Stolen by RJ Gardner. Diving on the ball. And that ball, I believe, will be in the hands of the Coyotes. The possession arrow points towards Walnut Grove right now, so just keep that in mind next time the possession arrow comes into play. Yes, it was Caden Primus who dove on that ball, number 1. Drop step taken by Gardner, and that one was punched out of the hands of Gardner by MJ Ellis. Carson Jones. It's the ball up top, defended by Primus. So now here's Gardner being defended by Ellis in the elbow in the mid post, and Foon was going up for the ball and I believe got fouled. Just a bit of a shove. I believe they're going to get Conlon Anderson on that. Yes, they do. Thank you, PA announcer Pete Kane, here with us in the building. Pfeiffer turns around, stolen by MJ Ellis. Slowing down, tried to score over RJ Gardner, and he got fouled. So that'll send Monte Ellis Jr. to the line. So that has, of course, been one of the main storylines of Walnut Grove this season. Yes, it is the team that has gotten them to this 23-9 record. But if there was going to be a standout player on this team, it is certain to be MJ Ellis or Monte Ellis Jr. He was named the Iverson Camp. Let me get this right. The Iverson Classic Evaluation Camp top prospect, and he is a freshman standing at 6'3". His father, Mr. Monte Ellis, in the building in the Coyote Den tonight. I spoke with him pregame just to make sure I got his son's pronunciation right. So he prefers to go by MJ Ellis. So MJ Ellis at the line makes 1 of 2. Lamine Foon inside off of the lob pass from Caleb Smith, and he's hype. I would be too. 3-point scoring differential. Coyotes down by 3, but it's obvious that Anna has the momentum going into this timeout. It'll only be 30 seconds, so we're going to go ahead and stay here. So as I was saying, Walnut Grove 23-9 off on the season. Just recently, when it comes to their recent performance, they beat Anna on January 7th. A little bit of a peek inside the box score of that game. We'll see the leading scorer, big surprise, Parker Evanson. He played 21 minutes and had 20 points in that game, and Evanson already has 8 points through 1 quarter. So Evanson had 20 points. Coupled with that, he shot 7 of 11 shooting. If we head down to the other stats, Addie Reeves, or Attinson Reeves, was next up. He had 11 points. Turnover by the Coyotes. RJ Gardner will be on the inbound. And then on that side, looking at MJ Ellis, 5 points with 1 offensive rebound, 3 assists, and 1 turnover. On the Anna side of things, for Anna, it was a tough loss, but Lamine Foon had 21 points coupled with an effort from CJ Jackson that also produced double-digit points. So Lamine Foon is super hype right now. He's just secured 2 fouls drawn back-to-back possessions. That'll be the second foul on Conlon Anderson. Carson Jones on the inbound. Just going to let it breathe here for a little bit. The game will speak for itself. What a play by Lamine Foon. The extra effort showed by him on the baseline. Threw that ball back in bounds right off of the chest or neck area of MJ Ellis. And this one is going to stay Coyote ball. Pfeiffer gets the inbound off of the tip from Foon. Left-handed finish, and he gets it. Nice bucket for Jalen Pfeiffer, his first of the game, scoring that one over Parker Evanson. Ellis surveying. Pump fake taken up top. It's a free throw line extended jumper, and it's good. So a strong, confident, about 20-foot shot from Atkinson Reeves that goes down. So as I mentioned last time they played these teams, Lamine Food did tremendous. 21 points with 4 offensive rebounds, 8 total rebounds. Couple that with 4 blocks, 1 steal, and 3 assists. He did just about everything, as well as lead the team in fouls. Lamine Foon is an absolute anchor right now. This is tremendous. Tremendous stuff from Lamine Foon. You can hear the volume in this place just skyrocket every single time his hands touch the ball. Ellis on the inbound. Ellis driving to the free throw line, moves it over into the corner. Stuck in the corner, got double teamed, had to shoot it out, was Aiden Hines. Left-handed floater attempt. Hines gets his revenge. So after being stopped there on the corner, he was able to come back in and score. Last game against the Coyotes, he put up 6 points in 14 minutes. He had 2 rebounds, and both of them being offensive. So keep in mind, look for Aiden Hines coming up on these offensive possessions. Bodies hit the floor as an open 3 for Jalen Pfeiffer misses, but RJ Gardner is there to do the janitor's job and clean up that ball with the O-board and score the bucket. Ellis once again to Hines in the corner. Here comes an elbow jumper taken by Byron Scott Jr. Nice poise and nice balance from Byron Scott Jr. there on the corner. Lamine Foon scoring once again. Now he's in double digits for scoring. Might just be 1 point outside of it, but either way, he's made his impact on every single possession that he's played, and we're halfway through the second quarter here in the Coyote Den. Scott moves it over. Here's Evanson. Was flawless from the three-point line so far tonight. Now he's shooting 2 of 3. Here comes Smith, being guarded by the taller Ellis. Pfeiffer from the same shot that he spotted at. Whoa, same spot that he shot it at. And he had to throw that ball off of the hand of Evanson. Evanson might have deflected that one. So coming into the game for the Wildcats, Hines and Ellis sub out of the game. And coming in is Caden Primus as well as Chase Brooks. That one might have gotten tipped, just barely though. Gardner's shot was a bit off. Long 2 taken from Carson Jones. We'll call it more of a pass for Foon, and Foon hesitated just a little bit, and that ball is out of bounds on the Coyotes. 3-point scoring differential here towards the end of the second quarter. Coyotes have done a great job cleaning the glass. They definitely have the rebound advantage so far here in this game. They've also done a good job with limiting their turnovers. I believe Gardner has had about 2 in this game, and Foon has had 1. But outside of that, it's pretty much been great ball handling and great ball security from the side of Anna. I say that. Look at Jones. Able to just barely wrangle that one in. Carson Jones, coast to coast, off of the defensive rebound, shaking through 3 different Wildcats and scoring on the opposite end. Here's Evanson driving on Smith. Nice high IQ play. I was waiting for the call. You understand my silence there, but I was waiting on the call. So Chase Brooks was over there on the 3-point line, falling out of bounds, had to throw it off of the arm of Carson Jones. 2.5. Gianni Gutierrez now guarding the inbound. Out there with him is Gardner, Smith, Jones, and Foon. So almost like 4 guards. I guess you can trade you can trade RJ Gardner for being a small forward, but you can't trade Lamine Foon for anything. An absolute dominant center right now with his 5th block of the game. I'm counting. I'm keeping it up out here. Evanson put it up, and Foon got the rebound. You're going to have to check all these in post, so of course you can go back and check them for yourself if you would like to live update. If you would like to see any replays on this game, catch that moment again. Elbow line jumper for Smith was just a bit too strong. If you want to catch any of these again, just know you can reverse in this live stream. You can fast back a few plays if you would like to hear or see something again. Fake 3-ball. Recovering is Foon. Oh, he tried to go for the dunk and was able to put it back. Nice effort from Atkinson Reeves. Apologies for my overreaction there, but Foon was just able to escape that encounter as Reeves was able to finish the bucket. Gardner gets it on the elbow, going into the post, turnaround, switched his angle, and is able to get that one down. Leading scorers for the Coyotes, RJ Gardner in second place, and first place is Lamine Foon. Both of them showing great impact here. 49 combined points here with 1 minute remaining to go in the first half. So one thing I'm seeing is that Atkinson Reeves likes to play a lot from the top of the key. 3 of 4 tonight from the 3-point line is Parker Evanson. He had 8 points before then. That's his 11th point. His the first Wildcat into double-digit scoring. A whole lane has been cleared out for Jones. Bit of an awkward pass inside for Foon. Let's see if there's a hustle. Bodies hit the ground. And Caden Primus, although the effort was there, it'll be Coyote possession with 30 seconds remaining. So now Evanson, the first Wildcat, into double-figure scoring. Foon is also at double-figure scoring. Gardner sneaking his way up there as well. And we're also seeing Reeves with 4 points on the game. Jones settling it down. 15 seconds remaining. Fake screen call from Gutierrez. That clears out a little bit of space. Looked like it got smacked up top. I'm going to credit a hometown block for Caden Primus. That ball was passed out of bounds. It's going to stay with Walnut Grove, however, as Gianni Gutierrez was last to touch it. So now they're setting up the play. Coyotes actually thought it was theirs. You could see Coach Pfeiffer thought it was his as well. I don't believe there's going to be looking to see what the distinguishment is. Now Coach Pfeiffer definitely arguing the call. So it's going to stay here with the Wildcats. 5 seconds remaining. Say they have 4 seconds just for happenstance. Tough to get a shot off here. It's going to be Evanson. And they're going to call a defensive foul on Gardner at the top of the key. It was hard to miss the flying elbow that Evanson threw there as he was driving to the hoop. But nevertheless, Coyotes had a foul to give. So now there's only 3 seconds and they have to reset their set play. So perfectly fine play from RJ Gardner. Here's the pass inside. It's Reeves. It's going to have to be a shot. The shot is taken by Brooks, and that ball is off. Currently a 4-point lead holds for the Walnut Grove Wildcats as we head into halftime. They've had a really tough time getting past Lamine Foon with 5 blocks and double-digit scoring there in the first half of play. Coyotes down 4 as we head into halftime. We're going to take a break and be back with the second half here. You're watching Coyote Vision.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Take advantage of Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning's Fall Startup Special. From now until December 31st, you can get a complete check on your heating system for just $79. Right now is the perfect time to let our expert technicians check the efficiency, reliability, and safety of your heating system. So call today for our $79 Fall Startup Special. We'll ensure you stay warm and relaxed all winter long. Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Get it done right, right now.
If you build it, they will come.
Since 2008, the Anna ISD Education Foundation has worked in partnership with the school board and the school district staff to help further opportunities for Anna ISD students. We are a 501(c) not-for-profit corporation chartered to enhance and invest in educational excellence in the Anna Independent School District. Our programs include grants for great ideas for teachers and principals, and continuing education scholarships for teachers and students. These activities are made possible through generous donations from corporate partners, parents, AISD employees, private grants, and community organizations. Please visit our website at annaisd.org to find out how you can support the Anna Education Foundation.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Because kids.
Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long.
Yep, indeed is what we have here in the Coyote Den. As I mentioned before we broke, Coyotes down 4. 28-24 is the score coming into the third quarter. Nash Lowry here with you on Coyote Vision. Thank you so much for tuning in. Currently, if you want to go look at some stat leaders, stat leader in the entire game whenever it comes to points is definitely Parker Evanson wearing number 15, sitting in the far corner for Walnut Grove. He leads the game with 11 points, shooting 3 of 5 from behind the arc so far this game. RJ Gardner going to the other side, grabs his own rebound, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. I believe they'll task Reeves with this one. If you want to look for a rebounding leader, well, you're also looking for the guy who's the blocks leader. Both of them belong to the same person. It's Lamine Foon holding it down for the Coyotes. 5 blocks in the first half of play for Lamine Foon, and hustling on every front. As far as steals, I've got to lean towards Carson Jones or RJ Gardner. They've been tearing it up. But if you want to look towards a person on Walnut Grove leading in steals, look no further than number 1 for Walnut Grove, Caden Primus. He's got 2 steals so far for Walnut Grove. And there you go. And your assist leader, we'll task it as Carson Jones. He's fed Lamine Foon a fair amount of times. I believe Carson Jones and Caleb Smith are tied. That ball rolled out of bounds, last touched by Parker Evanson. So there you go. There is your breakdown as we are 1 minute through the third quarter. Halfway done, halfway behind us, I suppose. Now on to the back half of the game. Pick and roll between Carson Jones and Lamine Foon. Jones finishing through Evanson, able to get that one down to go. It's a 1-score game. There's not been a tie in this game except for when the game was 0-0. Byron Scott Jr. currently at the top of the key. Out there with him is Reeves, who was at a standstill. In the corner to Mason Ward, then finally to Chase Brooks. Inside is Reeves, and Foon sends it away again. 6 blocks for Foon. Brooks reassesses. Reeves with a handoff. Gardner playing some tough defense there on Brooks. Or excuse me, on Scott. You could hear the hesitation in my voice there. Caleb Smith slowing it down. Always plays at his own tempo. It may look fast to others, but it doesn't look fast to RJ Gardner. He makes that one happen, and that is a Coyote lead. Coyotes lead by 1, and that prompts a quick timeout from head coach Jake Garner. Not a quick timeout here at the beginning. It's 30 seconds, so we're going to go ahead and stay here on Coyote Vision. Coyotes are currently giving it to these Walnut Grove Wildcats. I will say it only has been 5 points, but holding Walnut Grove to 0 points in the first 2 minutes of play is something that not a lot of teams have done. Walnut Grove 23-9 on the season. So they've beaten the likes of Lovejoy. Lovejoy has 1 loss, and it's been to Walnut Grove. So Walnut Grove has tested and bested some of the best that this district has to offer. Let me go through and actually check. Yes, they did. Yes, they beat Lovejoy 52-51 back on December the 17th. And just about a half month after that, they beat Anna 60-46. So Anna is coming off of a 14-point loss to Walnut Grove. Anna, in their most recent game against Sherman yesterday, played some excellent ball and won that game in honorable fashion. Foon was the leading scorer. Stepping up and making his first 3 of the game, Byron Scott makes it on the wing. 2 quick lead changes from both teams. And they're going to get 23 on that one. I believe that'll be an offensive foul on Lamine Foon, potentially a moving screen. The referee gave a signal with both hands on head, so I'm going to count that as a moving screen anyway. Offensive foul for Lamine Foon. Double screen that Caleb Smith had to fight through. He's going to have to switch on to Evanson. Big size mismatch, and Evanson knows it. Brooks outside to Ward, and that connection is good. So 3 different starters for Walnut Grove have made a three-pointer so far in this game. RJ Gardner and Carson Jones are the only ones that have made three-pointers for the Coyotes. At least starters. Foon has to pick up Chase Brooks on the ball. Committed late. Reeves is dominating on the boards without Foon there. Gardner is able to pick it up and slow this ball down, or so we thought, as he tried to hit it for an advance pass to Caleb Smith that went out of bounds. Excellent jab step by Parker Evanson that got a bit of a whoop from the close bench. Another 3-ball goes off, I should say, for Ward. Now it's reset up to the top for Brooks. Here's a drive by Scott. Evanson in the corner, 3 for 6. He's still shooting 50% from the three-point line, but he's only gone 1 for 3 in his past 3 attempts. Here's Jones, right-handed floater. Man, what a touch of grace from Carson Jones that goes down. Keeping this a one-score game between the Coyotes and the Wildcats. Byron Scott sizing up his defender, Caleb Smith. Smith just trying desperately to stay in front of him. And he's saying, yes, so the call has been changed to an offensive foul. So it looked like that Byron Scott intentionally, I'm just trying to get the call right here, Byron Scott intentionally hooked the arms of Caleb Smith in, and that caused the reach-in foul. He made that evident and known to the sideline ref, and the call had been overturned. So nice job and nice awareness from Caleb Smith producing that turnover. Jones bringing the ball up, having to work around Chase Brooks. Keeps his dribble alive, luckily. Off to Gutierrez. Foon inside. Reeves is fighting with him. There's Gardner. Gardner puts it up, and Foon grabs the rebound. Offensive board, glass cleaner, Lamine Foon. That is what Anna is talking about, and this place gets nuts after every single play like that from Lamine. Jones gives one poke. Once again, the 2 guards going at each other. And Scott managed to drop Caleb Smith, but was not able to follow up with the 3-pointer. Jones steps inside. Gardner steps inside. He was moving so quick I couldn't even see the number on his back. RJ Gardner now into double-digit scoring for the Coyotes. He's the second one to do so behind Lamine Foon. So 2 players in double-digit scoring for Anna. I believe 1 so far for Walnut Grove. I believe Reeves might be 1 bucket away. Nice assist. What a dime, able to suck the defense in. Tried to hit Byron Scott on the outside. And Gutierrez is going to bait a foul on Mason Ward. So with that foul, that subs in the second unit. This is the second time so far this game that we've seen the trio of Conlin Anderson, MJ Ellis, and Caden Primus sub into the game all at the same time. So it's very clear that there is a 1A and a 1B rotation whenever it comes to this team, and it changes how their entire game operates. So look at the difference between these 2 offenses as they make 3 different substitutions while Anna makes none. They keep the same 5 out there. I'll try and point out some of the differences to you. Thune grabs the rebound, was not able to put it up over the back of Conlon Anderson. I just realized that Caleb Smith, similar to Jalen Pfeiffer, is also rocking some Anthony Edwards ones. Tried to use some English to finish up inside was Chase Brooks. He gets the shooting foul, though. I believe they're going to get Gutierrez. Yes, so Gutierrez has the shooting foul. He's got fouls to give up, so his first foul of the game on Gianni. Chase Brooks at the line for 2 shots. A minute remaining in the third quarter. So now you can see here close Coach Garner talking with Evanson and Primus just before the defensive possession takes hold. So Evanson has played a part in 2 units, and I believe so has Brooks. Jones with an in and out dribble threw more of what looked like a lob, I suppose. It just kind of dawdled around the top of the rim before falling out. Pfeiffer now into the game for the Coyotes. Had to go out and get and contest Evanson, and Evanson nails the elbow jumper. So Evanson has been extremely efficient. 3 for 6 from the 3-point line. Couple that with his nice layup attempts as well. Everything from inside the arc. He's shooting well above 50% right now for this game. 1 minute remaining in the third. Swing pass over. It was a skip pass, excuse me. Tried to hit Gutierrez. He was moving a little bit left as that shot went off and may have just knocked the access off of it a little bit. Evanson using his big body to burst through. Evanson to Brooks to Monte Ellis with his first bucket of the game. His first field goal, I should say, of the game. He did score earlier on a free throw, made 1 of 2. So mark down MJ Ellis in the scorer's column on the field goal part of it. If there's a better way to say that. 15 seconds remaining. Now the Coyotes really want to execute their set play. Last time there was a bit of disgruntledness because they weren't able to get the right look that they wanted. Nice move. Bait from Caleb Smith. Tried to get the open three-pointer from Jones. Certainly got it. End of the game, end of the quarter shot by Parker Evanson. Not able to go down. But this game started with about the same gap that it had just before they broke at the end of halftime. 5-point gap separating the scores between Walnut Grove and Anna here. Start of the fourth quarter coming up on KyoVision.
Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long.
Start of the fourth quarter in the Coyote Den. There haven't been as many lead changes compared to the women's game. If y'all were watching that just before this one, there were 14 lead changes in the girls' game just before this one. In this one, I would say there are about 5 lead changes. However, it has been a close game in this entire second and third quarter. During the first quarter, it was obvious that Walnut Grove was off to a strong start. They're going to call a foul on Carson Jones down on the baseline. So the Coyotes do have some work to go, and I think a little bit of the work has to deal on the rebounding side of it. They were owning the boards in the first half of the game, but now that the second unit has come out there with a combined athleticism of Byron Scott Jr. as well as Evanson being out on the floor. So Evanson has actually come off, and now it's the duo of the three-point shooter Mason Ward, who is 2 of 3 tonight on his three-point shots, as well as Conlon Anderson. There's just size all around whenever it comes to this Walnut Grove team. Each and every one of them are capable of getting rebounds and setting picks, being a part of the offense. Anderson, behind the back dribble, over to MJ. Right-handed floater. MJ Ellis gets that one to go. He's got 5 points on the night. Carson Jones, pick and roll with Foon, and they're going to call a travel on Lamine. He didn't exactly have possession of the ball and started moving his feet before putting the ball on the floor. Coyotes down 7 and looking to find not exactly a second wind, but looking to get some momentum certainly here in the fourth quarter. Foon comes away with almost a steal as he lunged in front of Conlon Anderson. So nice play disrupting that one. Nice poke out by Caleb Smith. There we go. Caleb Smith making sure that although the possession does stay alive, they do have to restart it with MJ Ellis on the sidelines out of bound pass. Or slob, if you would like to create an acronym for it. Caleb Smith pokes that one, went off of his butt, and we'll see what the call is. Caleb Smith's effort has possession for the Anna Coyotes. Great effort as he fought with Caden Primus there on the sideline. Able to get that one to go through. Assistant coach Spate looked to not be very pleased with that play. Evanson gets ready to check into the game. Gutierrez off of a handoff pass from Foon takes a fortunate bounce for the Coyotes as they have time to reset their organization. Here's a drive on Gardner. Nice defense by MJ. Here's a three-pointer taken by Caleb. That one's off. Looked like it got tipped a little bit by Foon. That lets Gianni snag it. And quick hands from Ellis gets him to get the steal. Ellis going with a full head of steam. He shoots it over for Primus for the three-point. Ward grabs the rebound. Mason Ward with his first points inside the paint of the night. And that is the largest lead of the night so far for Walnut Grove. They lead by 9, 44-35, as there are 5 minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in the quarter. We're going to take a break on Coyovision and get back with the Coyotes looking to gain momentum as we head into the halfway point of the fourth. Thank you, everybody, tuning in here on Coyote Vision for the back half of this game. If you're just joining us, Nash Lowry here with you this evening. I've been here through both games, so thank you to those who have been here through both, just like me. If you're looking for a storyline in this game, it's the Coyotes and their turnovers. Carson Jones with a pass into Byron Scott Jr. Parker Evanson takes a shot, and an and one for Byron Scott, as I believe he got fouled by Caleb Smith, so he will go to the line for the and one attempt. Walnut Grove now up by double digits for the first time in this game. Scoring differential becoming increasingly harder for Anna to come back from. Nevertheless, they're still headstrong to go about this their way and make sure that they come back in this game in their own barn. Chase Brooks gets ready to sub into the game. Jones with a quick pass over. Left-handed dribble for RJ Gardner, and he makes that one over Ellis. Sidestep three for RJ Gardner. It's his second three of the night. 47-38. Coyotes down by 9. Gotta get a few stops here. Uncoordinated switch luckily got bailed out by a travel there on the sideline by Conlon Anderson. So Brooks goes into the game and Ellis checks out of the game for the Wildcats. Nice crossover there by Jones to get it safely into the half court. Hands, good hands by Mason Ward. He sizes up and finishes over Carson Jones. You saw the forward stature by Carson Jones. There were not that many players to help out Carson Jones on the inbound pass, which prompted Coach Pfeiffer to call a timeout. And you can see the miscommunication. There were too many bodies running backward, and the one person who was there to help him, who I believe was Jalen Pfeiffer, was being guarded. Down by 11 once again on Coyote Vision. We're going to take a quick break. We're in the end game now here in the Coyote Den. Back on Coyote Vision, 4:44 on the game clock. And now it's gone. It's been ruined. Gosh, time. Nash Lowry here with you out there for the Coyotes. Jones, Pfeiffer, Gardner, Foon, and Smith. Out there for Walnut Grove, Evanson, Scott, Ward, as well as Brooks, who just went for it, and then finally Anderson. So that'll be 2 shots coming up for Jalen Pfeiffer. Jalen Pfeiffer at the line. And Pfeiffer gets both of them to go down. 9-point gap. Smith playing his low center of gravity defense, now having to pick up with Scott. Move over. Scott driving. Foon sends it away. Block number 7. Carson Jones now going. He goes at the rack, and a blocking foul is assessed on Brooks. So an and one attempt for Carson Jones coming up. Nice handles by Evanson, bring the ball up, settling it down here on this side. Coyotes with their shortest scoring differential in a while. Only a 6-point gap stands between them and Walnut Grove. Shot taken by Ward. It teeters above the backboard. Last touched off of Walnut Grove and Evanson. Evanson was pointing at Pfeiffer, and coach is not very pleased with that. The call, I believe, has been reversed. Okay, so it rolled off of the top of the backboard. That seems to be what Mr. Jones is trying to dispute here. If the ball rolls off of the top of the backboard, it is normally considered out of bounds, but it landed inbounds, so that's what they're kind of discussing right now. So that is exactly what the call was. They bounced on the top of the backboard and rolled over the backboard, and now it has been Anna ball and then Walnut Grove ball, and now finally the Coyotes have it. So nice basketball IQ from Carson Jones as well as Coach Pfeiffer to make sure that was clear to the referees. 3.5 remaining. Here's an open shot from RJ Gardner, and it came up short. Rebound grabbed by Reeves. Safe to say he's got double digits now. Driving to the lane, not able to get anything was Scott. Now it's numbers. It's Carson Jones with numbers. Oh, and what a swat from Chase Brooks. Last time that happened, it was a blocking foul on Chase Brooks, and it looked like the exact same play on Carson Jones. And now this time, Brooks made sure to get his and make sure that there was going to be no situation where that wasn't going to be a foul. So timeout on the floor from Walnut Grove. We're going to take another break. It's getting closer and closer. Anna is scratching and clawing back against And there's a look at the 5 getting ready to bring this one down. So just before we went to break, a clear foul on Chase Brooks, clear shooting foul that has Jones at the line for 2 shots. First one for Jones, 5-point gap. I want to keep counting it down. Ball movement. Only took 1 dribble to get that ball up the whole half court. That's impressive. Normally you don't see that in the men's game. So here is Scott at the top waiting for it. He's got Brooks, Reeves, Evanson, and Ellis with him, but he didn't need any of them. He just drove right to the hoop by himself, met little to no resistance from the Anna interior defense. That's tough. Met at the summit by Reeves. Foon was able to steal it back, went into his triple threat. Head fake, jab step, cross back, step back. Doesn't go through. And Pfeiffer tried to put up one, but it looked like it teetered over the rim. Now here comes Ellis with full speed, and Reeves jumps up. It goes over the backside. He grabs his own rebound, tried to rip that one away. It's even possession, but it's going to stay with Walnut Grove. But that is important because now we're in clutch time, and the possession arrow leans with Anna. So the next time Anna's in a pinch, God, they would love to have that possession arrow, and they will. Carson Jones, short, tipped out by Foon. Nice play. Minute and a half. Sizing up on Brooks. Takes a 2-step. Foon had the offensive board. He was right next to it, but the balance just a little bit off for him. Now it's an open lane for Brooks, and he's got Reeves with him. And a clear foul from Smith to try and slow this game down. And the Coyotes are down 9. Brooks. Over to Ellis. Over to Reeves quickly. Inside for Evanson. Evanson sticks up. He steps up and he gets the layup. Coyotes still going quickly. But the Walnut Grove Wildcats have recovered all on their own. Pfeiffer inside for Delmarian Trailer, who's now in the game. Smith three-pointer. It's good. There is yet life. All fives are still on the game clock. And Caleb Smith's three keeps it in it for the Coyotes. So things are close and things are going down. The next things that are going to be important, there cannot be a turnover in the next minute for the Coyotes. There's just too little a margin of error. Down 8 points. It's pretty much a stop every time, or essentially figure out which one of these scorers for the Walnut Grove Wildcats are the most inconsistent from the free throw line. Gosh, Nash, if only there was a way to tell which one of them are the most inefficient that are out there right now. Well, I do have some results for you. Okay, here we go. So going down free throw shooting, there's 5 players that stand above 80%. Primus, Scott, Brooks, and Hines are all above 80%, with Hines being the most efficient. But Hines hasn't been in the game for the whole fourth quarter, so safe to say, rule him out. Then you have Evanson and Reeves, who both stand just a hair under 70%. MJ Ellis shoots 74%. And Ward shoots 82, and Anderson shoots 72. So essentially, there's no true, looking through the splits that I just told you, there's no true obvious weakness at the free throw line. So they're just going to have to bank on it. But if we were going to go with somebody who handles the rock a lot, you have to try and foul MJ Ellis here. Smart timeout taken on the baseline by Chase Brooks, as we have yet another stop and play. So you can tell by my lack of speaking, I suppose, how big the tension is. I just wanted to catch up just a little bit, but there's an inside look at the huddle right now. You can see the focus and intensity from Coach Pfeiffer that we are getting right there. That's a great, excellent shot by our Coyote Vision crew. So coming out of this one, it's going to be most likely the same lineup. The 5 coming out of this huddle for the Coyotes. Foon, Gardner, Pfeiffer, Smith, and Jones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 23. If you want to think of it in a numbers game. Coming out of the 5 for Walnut Grove, Ellis, Evanson, Brooks, Scott, and Ward. Okay, here we go. Running down the baseline. This is an inbound, so they do have to take it the length of the court. Ellis pass back, and they've crossed the half-court line. Brooks gets stocked up by Foon. Still with fouls to give. So that's the important part. They only have, that was their last foul to give, actually. So the second foul on Foon, his amount of fouls are pretty much irrelevant. But that foul will immediately send Evanson to the line. And Parker Evanson in this game has been a standout for us. He's the leading scorer for Walnut Grove, not just in this game, but in all of the games. Not all of them, but in points per game so far this season. Put in a great body of work. He knows how to use his size and knows the exact right shot that his team will need in the moment. And he heads to the line and can shoot his free throws. Excuse me. So Evanson now 70% so far on the year. His 77th free throw made. MJ Ellis subs out of the game, and into the game comes Reeves for defensive reasons. So it's likely to see this often change as Walnut Grove switches from offense to defense. Wing three, it was from the same shot. Smith grabs it and he throws it off the legs of Evanson. What a high IQ play from Caleb Smith to keep him in this game, down 9. Here's Jones, and he finds Foon. It'll be a handoff. Psych? Nope, it's actually true. Carson Jones, 30 seconds left. He gets a nice screen from Foon. He drives in for 2, and he gets it. Keeping this game alive, and an immediate timeout. Once again, we're going to play a lot of timeout games here, so stay with us. A lot of timeout games being played right now, but 7-point game so far. Coyotes are down. Talking about Walnut Grove's strengths, they've certainly done really well on the boards in this back part of the game. They've also worked around Lamine Foon's interior defense. In the first half of the game, I believe he finished the half with 5 blocks. Now that we're in the second half, he's only had 2 blocks. So they've certainly gotten around finishing around Lamine Foon, and they pretty much all but shut him down on the defensive end. And they've gone at the rack, made sure to pull out Reeves if they've been playing from above the three-point line. They make sure to pull out Reeves, have him play at the top of the key. So that pulls Foon out of the center spot, away from the paint. And then that opens up some driving lanes. And pretty much it's go at any 3 of the guards that they have out there, whether it's Jones, whether it's Pfeiffer, or whether it's Smith. Now playing harsh defense, trying to see who they're going to find, and they just lob it back for Ward. And Ward throws it up. So nice pass by Walnut Grove, and that's all going to do it for these Anna Coyotes. As Mason Ward grabs the rebound, it'll be last off of Caleb Smith. And you have to all but commend the effort here from the Anna Coyotes. Stood with them the whole time. The 3rd place in District Walnut Grove. Yet another cherry pick all the way down for Ellis. And that one just goes right out of bounds. So now the Coyotes are going to have a chance to throw this one up. I do believe that they know this ball is actually going to get called back all the way back. Reeves subs in for Ellis. So the Coyotes had a tremendous first half. They were down by 4 going into halftime. They were down by 5 going into the 4th quarter. And now just with extended play, as Foon tried to get one last play, Gardner tried to get one last bucket, Pfeiffer tries to get one last bucket, and after a lot of missed opportunities in the paint, the Coyotes have been nothing to be upset about. Walnut Grove Wildcats take this game and a win over the Anna Coyotes, 59-50. Leading scorer for Walnut Grove, Parker Evanson, with over 15 points this game. 2 players in double-digit scoring, probably 3. I'll say Jones is in double-digit scoring as well. Him, Foon, and Gardner all in double-digit scoring for the Coyotes. Thank you, everybody, for being here on Coyote Vision throughout this evening. Glad you got to see a tremendous pair of games so far as the Coyotes fall to the Walnut Grove Wildcats 59-50. That could be the last home game that the Anna Coyotes play here in the Coyote Den. As looking ahead to the schedule, they go on to play Denison next week. So they play Walnut Grove today, then they play Denison here. So they play Denison here next Tuesday, then they play Lovejoy, and then finally McKinney North back here. So a big district gauntlet to end the season. So once again, Denison Tuesday, Lovejoy the next Friday, 1 week from now, and then McKinney North that next Tuesday. Nash Lowry saying, thank you everybody for being here on Coyote Vision. Coyotes, 59-50 final score here on this Friday evening. Good night, everybody.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Take advantage of Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning's Fall Startup Special. From now until December 31st, you can get a complete check on your heating system for just $79. Right now is the perfect time to let our expert technicians check the efficiency, reliability, and safety of your heating system. So call today for our $79 Fall Startup Special. We'll ensure you stay warm and relaxed all winter long. Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning.